Hello, my name's Dominic, and this is my new video that I'm making. I just wanted to make a video about step by step, go through the motions of restoring an old Dutch barge, basically. As you can see, the one behind me is the one that I'm doing. So built in the 1920s. It's an old scooch. It's like a joke. It would have been made for mainly cargo at first, and then they used to race them as well. It's got a nice mast at the top there, if you can see it. I've done a narrowboat before in pretty much the same state, totally empty, no windows, anything. So I've got quite experienced doing this now. This is the barge that I'm living on at the moment, Rhea. You can see that? She's pretty much done inside. She's got to do the outside really, give it a good paint, but 72 foot, big boat. But this is the one that I'm concentrating on today. Oh, scooch. She's called BIRDIES. I bought her in Holland July last year, and she's been sitting in the yard over there. I did a bit of work on her out there. I should have started this video then, because I basically scraped all the bottom of the boat with a TERCOO'S. I'll show you that in a minute. Got all the rust and grit and stuff, sanded it right back, gave it a good paint with bitumen, welded the anodes on. I think I put 10 anodes, 5 either side. Meant to have them every 2.5 meters down the boat. As you can see, there's one sticking out at the front. There's no ballast in the boat at the moment. So yeah, this is the project really. As you can see, it's a lot of work. There's all the rust at the front there, I mean, if you actually look at it properly, most of it's just surface rust. So it could just come off quite easily, and I just treat it. Let's climb aboard it. There's quite a bit of welding patches to be done as well. Like down here, there's like holes there. At the front here, there's a massive hole in the front here. I need to get down there and give that a good treat. I was thinking of welding like a nice metal plate up here with a curve. Maybe bring that back over here. As for the deck, this has all got like slip-proof grit on it, so it's quite thick with paint, and that'll come off quite quickly with this. The TERCOO'S, that's what I was talking about. You can see that, or a rotating blaster. Basically, it's got little tungsten teeth on it, so when it spins around, it just chips away at the paint. It's really good. I'll show you in action. Chips it away nicely. I mean, I could do with getting a new one, because the teeth do wear out on them. I use this one for the bottom. They do have a little time limit on it, so obviously they wear down quite a bit. Right, let's bring you down here. Right, I need to get some new windows for it. Look, there's portholes down here. I need to get some portholes. Ideally I want some ones that open. It's much nicer to have opening windows in a boat. So I need 6 of them. Oh, slippery. As you can see, there's a big mast on it. See the big mast? It is quite rotten. The wood isn't in that good condition at all. If you can feel it, it's quite squidgy as well. So that might need replacing. I don't know. Might get away with just getting sand down and painting. But it'd be a shame to get rid of it because it adds a lot of character to the boat. I mean, it's a beautiful shaped boat. They put a lot of work into getting a nice curve of it. Not many boats have got nice curves. If you look at narrow boats, they're all quite square and blocky. So there's a lot of character to it. This is the back of the boat. It's got a beautiful rudder there. Nice old tiller. Big seating area around the back. But it's pretty good, fairly good condition really. If you look beyond the rust, most of all the metalwork and steel and stuff, it's just surface rust. Needs a good sweep and paint. I want to replace this tiller as well. Get a nice bit of oak, big oak beam goes out there. All of these electrics are fucked. They've got all water in them, so I doubt any of them work. I'll give them a little test when I take them off. But yeah, I need to strip it up. So see what's working really. I doubt much of it is. Oh. You can go down to the engine. The engine's under it. See that? I've done a bit of work on it already. Basically, when I got the boat into the yard in Watford, I bought the boat on the condition that they'd totally sort the engine out, and of course they didn't. So I couldn't get out of the boat yard. I had to get towed down out of it, and turns out the engine was actually totally seized. The oil cooler was leaking. When I filled it up with water, there was just water pissing out of it. Yeah, the engine was seized, so I did an oil change on it. Was turning it by hand backwards and forwards. It took about 3 hours to get it free really. Going backwards and forwards really slowly with it until the oil lubricates it. So I don't know what damage it's done in there. And then when I tried to start it, it turns out the starter motor was seized as well. So I've ordered a new starter motor for it. I need to link up the, so if you look down here as well, this is the fuel line. That's the fuel line. They must have, when they brought it over, they should put that in a diesel butt, and that's how they'd run it. But it has actually got a tank at the back. Underneath here, there's a tank. It's not very big, but it is a tank. So I just need to link the tank up with the fuel line, return line as well. Put the starter motor on and bleed it up, and hopefully it'll work. Fingers crossed. Right, this takes me to the actual building of the boat. If you look at the back of here, look, there's no door on it at all. They would have had wood. They've stripped all the wood out basically, so they would have had a wooden wall and a door in the middle, I'm assuming. But I'm not going to do it out of wood. First things first, I'm going to treat all this and get a plate down here, because this is quite a, look down here, all this metal down here, it's quite thin. I don't want to put my foot through there, so I'm going to weld a plate over this first, and then build a wall, have a window either side, and then a double door in the middle, stairs going down. I think that would be the best option. Yeah, and do it all out of metal. It's just more secure that way, and it lasts longer as well. It's painted than wood. Right, let's go inside. Oh. Right, as you can see down here, the floor, it's all really rusty. There's water in here, some rain. It's not 100% watertight, this boat, at the moment. But I have actually been scraping back the metal in there and treating it. If you look at it down here, it's, I've been treating it with this what is it? AQUA steel, it's called. It's pretty good stuff. It basically turns the rust, existing rust. It doesn't eat the rust. It converts it into a black. It's called magnetite. It's like what they make magnets out of, and it gives it like a latex layer as well. It's like rock hard, basically. It's like giving an extra hard layer on top. It's better than scraping it all off and getting rid of the rust too much. You want to keep the metal. I mean, most of all of this comes off quite easy. It's just like surfaced dust, rust, gunk, mud, basically. Just forming it. It's not actually too bad. I was a bit worried because when I brought the boat over on the lorry, I don't know if I can find it. Can't really see it. No. But basically, there was a little hole down here about that big. Because what they did, they only put three sleepers on the lorry. So they had, because it was an extended lorry, they had one sleeper in the middle here, one at the back and one at the front. So what happened, the metal bent up and it's fucking put a hole in the bottom of the boat. Which I'm a bit pissed off about, because there's nothing I can do about it now. I've got it welded up. But I was a bit worried about when I was scraping it, I was a bit worried that if there's a hole in there, then there could be a hole anywhere. I'll just scrape it open, but I've been testing the thickness of the steel with a ultrasonic thickness gauge. It's a handy tool to have, doing stuff like this, because I'll just test it at each stage of where I'm scraping and see if it's alright. Most of it's all coming up at 4mm, so I'm quite happy with that. It's not amazing, but it'll do. You can see at the front there, under the back, there's a big water tank there. Basically, that's going to be like the bedroom area. Do the bedroom to about here, where this porthole is. So you can have a window that opens in there. I might put some more windows and portholes on the top there. Then I'm going to have a bathroom here where the two skin fittings are. Makes sense. I don't want to make any more holes in there. You have a bathroom starting about here. Have a window in the bathroom so it stops about there. You could have it quite long so you could get a nice bath in there. Shower bath, toilet, sink and stuff. And then from here onwards, all the way down this way to about here, I reckon, it's going to be the sitting room or living room. Have a burner and a nice seat, corner sofa or a dinette or something. And then the rest of it, at the back there, it's going to be the kitchen. I do like a big kitchen. So see how much space I've got once I've done the bedroom and the bathroom. Yeah, just walking through here, because the ceiling's quite low, so it's not amazing for quite tall people. But basically this dog house up here, that's what we call them, I'm going to make bigger. I'm going to make it a bit wider, so it goes to about either side of the boat. Well, not all the way, but just make it wider and longer. So when you're walking down the centre of the boat, you can stand up totally in it. I mean, I'm only 5'6", and I'm kind of bending my neck to get down. Probably why scooching my neck down. Probably why they call them scooches. But I want to make this bigger anyway. Get some perspex in there, and make it really nice, make it really light in here as well. It'll be light once I put the windows in anyway. Yeah, so the main thing at the moment is it's like giving it a good clean in here, treating all the floor, getting rid of all this rust, and then getting the floor down. I want to put some ballast in here as well. So I don't want that anode at the front that I showed you earlier. I don't want that sticking out the water. I know it'll probably sink down a bit when I put some water in the tank, but I don't want it going up and down every time I fill the tank up. So you need to put some ballast in it. It'll stop it rocking so much as well. Just gives it a bit of a sturdiness to a boat, really. I mean, it's 12 tons, so it's in the water quite a lot, but it does displace quite a lot of water because it's quite a wide boat as well. So yeah, get some ballast. I'm going to paint over that rust converter as well, I think, just to give it an extra layer. You're meant to do 2 coats of that, or at least 3. If I paint it as well, it'll give a good layer protection. The last thing you want is it rusting from the inside out. You don't want that underneath your floorboards, basically. So as much protection as you can in there. It's quite hard. I mean, water gets in anyway. If you've got the slightest leak, it just goes to the bottom of your boat. And give it a couple of months and you'll be sloshing around. There'll be water like that everywhere. And it's really hard to get it out once it's in there. You're meant to cut a few access panels here and there, but it's near enough impossible to get it all out because it just stays in the beams. So it's good to have a lot of protection down there just in case. So yeah, that's the start of my project really. We're off. It's going quite steady. The engine's taking it quite well. Moving quite slowly down the canal. Springfield Marina on the right there. So if anyone knows this bit of canal, you know it is quite wide. So I wouldn't do this normally. Work on the engine. As you can see, I've painted it all red, give it a good sand down, polished up the rocker covers, just been reconditioning the pump, put new bearings in there, fixed one of the chips in the pulleys as well. Hopefully that'll hold out. Got an alternator for it over there, so right now I'm just going to get the main pulley put on, get the water pump put on, and then stick the alternator on, and then it should be good to go. Yeah, I mean, I've put a new starter motor on it, and yeah, it's all running. Just need to get the pump on and then go. Maiden voyage! been working hard today. Well, firstly the generator wouldn't start. Solenoid went on it, so I had to go and get a new solenoid so I could have power in there. I've been using the Hoover down there. It's a wet vac, so I've been sucking out all the water as well. Makes life a lot easier. I just wanted to show you this really. See it? It's a ultrasonic thickness gauge. Basically, I was using it wrong because I wasn't calibrating it properly to a bit of metal. This is 4mm. What you meant to do, get a bit of Vaseline here, stick that on the end, press the calibrate button, stick it on your 4mm. So it comes up, and then you test your metal. So I was actually getting a wrong reading when I was testing it, which is a bit silly of me. But I've been retesting all the metal on it, and it's not actually 4mm. It's better. Let's put it on it. Oh, see that? 6.5. 6.7, 6mm. Basically, it's all like that all the way around. A lot of it's made at 7. I think they probably built the boat at 8. It's gone down to 6s and 7s all around the waterline, which is a lot better than I thought it was. I can't test the bottom because I didn't scrape the bottom underneath from the other side. So basically it's not giving a reading. I can get quite far down to where I scraped to, and the lowest I've found is a 5mm, which is a lot better than I thought it was. Better than 4mm anyway. It's made out of iron as well. Iron's got pure iron's got less. Is it less or more? I think it's less carbon in it, so it's a bit more brittle, but it'll last 10 times more than steel. That's why you see so many of these old barges about still. Right, down here, I've been finishing off the scraping. See, before it was all rusty before, wasn't it? Yeah, just getting the degreaser on there, making it a bit wet in there so it's not really dusty, and then just giving it a good scrape with a wire brush here. Giving it a good scrape, and then sucking it all up with the Hoover. Went up quite nicely. This is before I've treated it over here. See, it's not shiny. But what I've noticed down this end, and the kitchen end, they've put these big steel plates and they welded it to the beams. So that's going to be a bit of a nightmare because I'm going to have to fucking angle grind it all off, cut it all off. So I've welded it on and rip up all that metal and all these bricks as well. A lot of added work that I didn't really want to have to do. I thought they might have just placed it down, but they've actually welded it, which is a bit of a nightmare really. That's all the rust that I've been scraping up. 4 bags of rust there. So yeah, it's getting there. Right, what do I need to do now? I'm going to paint it all. Just showing the paint, or the rust converter. As you can see, it comes out a nice white colour. When you paint it on, it goes quite bluish. See behind me. It turns blue. You meant to leave it over 24 hours. And it should go black and shiny. I only got two of these, so I need to make it last really. And then paint it with red oxide. Yeah. Just ripping up the floor down here. See all the tiles. Trying to get as many tiles off as possible, so I can I'll reuse them around the fire or underneath the fire. This metal's a bit of a nightmare to get off. I'm having to cut the bloody weld all the way along it, and it's a bit of a nightmare really, but I'll get there in the end. Well, I was just grinding away just then, and look, see all the smoke coming out. So it's caught a light underneath it. I think it's probably the insulation, or there's loads of old wood under there, so it's a bit of a mad one. Better get some water on there quickly. Right, like I said before, on this doorway bit, basically I was just giving it a little clean and a scrape with a wire brush, and not much force at all. You see, just made a massive hole all the way along it, and there's another one in the middle as well, another one in the corner. So I need to basically get as much of this rust off as possible. Maybe even just cut the whole strip out and re-weld the whole plate, like all the way along basically. Because if I just keep walking on that, my foot's just going to go straight through. It's a bit of a shame as well, because on the whole back of the boat, when it rains, all the water kind of drains down this way, so that's why it's rusted so much along here, where the wall would have been. Look, I'll just put my finger through it again. So it's really bad here. Oh, that's actually a okay, that makes sense. I just found a gutter for it, the rain. Oh, that's cool. I'll give that a good clean out, and the rain should drain out to the side of the boat. But where it's been sitting for so long, it's just rusted. So I need to treat all that. See, it's just flaking off my hand. Probably, yeah, really bad. So I need to order some steel, do some welding. I just wanted to show you what's going on here with the metalwork down here. Basically, I've been grinding the edge so it's all down really smooth down here, and making it all clean on the outside, getting all the rust off basically, making it smooth so I can stick this, get the angle iron on it. I'm gonna stick the corner on. I've made little grooves every like two inches so it bends with the boat, because it's got a bit of a curve on it like that. So I'm going to get that welded down, and then I bought a plate, big sheet of steel, it's 3mm. I got it cut to size, and then I'm going to put that down, and then put the plate on top of it, and yeah, and just get it all welded down. It's coming along. I've been scraping off as much rust as possible. As you can see, there's a few more holes down there. I need to grind all this back so I can get a good weld on it. But yeah, coming along. Yeah, what I was saying is my generator's not working at the moment, so it's a bit of a setback because I haven't had any power to weld the boat up. So I'm just waiting for some parts for that to get it fixed, and then I can get on with working. It's a bit of a setback, but it's the way life goes sometimes. Right, we've just been scraping the gunnels quite a bit, and making loads of little holes in it. I found out where most of the leaks are going into the cabin. But if you look down here, Look all the way along. There's holes all the way along it, so I'm going to have to get some more plate in and weld them up a little bit. So this is a day's worth of rain. It rained all last night and filled up the whole boat in it. Luckily we got some painting done yesterday. Just doing a bit of welding today. As you can see down here. Big hole there. Got these plates to go over it. I'm going to weld it over. Just been getting the paint off so I can actually weld over it. There's quite a few of them along there. The ones that I showed you before. There's some down there and another plate there. Just cutting the metal for it already. But yeah, done quite a bit already. Look, you can see it. Got a nice back wall. I've just done that in the last couple of days. I was doing it at a friend of mine's restaurant actually, or bar down in Hackney, and they let me use the power there as well. And I got all that done, built a door frame, put the walls on, and welded the doors on there. Oh yeah, first I got this bit down here sorted. Remember it was really rusty underneath. Did a plate over it first, and then did the frame. It's really good now because all the rain just like literally drips down, goes straight down the gutter. Same on the other side. Makes so much difference. And I've got these portholes to go in it as well. I want to put a porthole here, one on the other side, and I've got some smaller ones to go in the middle. Got them at the boat jumble cell. There you go. There's the big ones. Got the other ones on the other boat. But yeah, it just pissed down basically. I know it looks quite sunny today, but if you see all that water in there, that's from like half an hour's rain. It's totally flooded in there.